Well, good evening, good people and Eagle fans. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I hope you guys are having a great day. I thought the Eagles would actually, since the Eagles are Super Bowl champions, I thought for sure they'd be on everybody's TV, but no. I got the Ravens versus the Colts. The Bengals are up 14-10 in that game, so we know none of the starters are playing, so it's really irrelevant. So we've got the Dallas Cowboys, which has been all Micah Parsons talk, and I'll be real with you. Talking earlier with my man Game Time Brian, the Cowboys are exhausting. Let's be clear. The Dallas Cowboys right now, it is exhausting going through the Micah Parsons situation. I hate it. I'm being real with you. I hate where we are right now. I was feeling so good about, seeing George Pickens flying all over the field and stuff. And we're talking about George Pickens catching touchdown passes, not, like Dennis Houston or something. We're talking about real players out here. And then you get Jerry Jones hamstring us. And it's just literally depressing going into a season. And it's just like, they're about to fool me again. But Dak Prescott, he's kind of, Dak has always been a guy who's riding the fence, okay? He's always trying to toe the company line, trying to make sure, everything is everything, and that's kind of his role being the quarterback. But he's kind of been leaning more towards Micah Parsons. Now, it's kind of funny that the first question he's asked is about the backup quarterback. But let's listen to my quarterback for a little bit here.
Make you wait too long now.
Calvin Watkins, Dallas Morning News. How have you seen Joe Milton grow since he first got here?
Yeah, a ton. Obviously, when he first got here, it was early in the offseason, went through a throwing deal and just watched the arm talent. And so from there, it's just about really just picking up the offense. And just as naturally as anybody in a new system is going to take some time, and that was in the OTAs. But then he came back and obviously picked it up fast in the OTAs, but came back, and you could tell in the time off how much time he put into it as we got back into training camp, and just continuing to grow and showing how much he has taken in the offense and how comfortable he's gotten with it. And then the biggest thing that I've seen him take steps from, and something I push him, is just the time clock of playing every play and snaps like a real game, and whether it's throwing it away or getting to the next play, getting to your next read. And I think today is actually one of his best days, and he had a lot of plays out there that may not have been.
Holy shit! I'm sorry. I did not see this happen 2 hours ago. Rashawn Slater, who signed a 4-year, $113 million extension last month and was then carted off the practice field today, suffered a season-ending ruptured patella tendon pending further testing per sources. So you know what Jerry Jones is going to say. Well, that could have been us with Micah Parsons. He's not out here practicing, so he's not getting hurt. But wow, talk about devastating. Wow. The team confirmed he will undergo surgery and miss the entire 2025 season, leading to his placement on injured reserve. Wow. Damn. Wow. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Dak.
Something that you guys write about, but they were very much on time clock, and whether, the receivers got to go get to that or something else that you wouldn't have seen, but he's grown a lot and a very, very talented player.
Fast guys like to challenge each other in races. He's got the arm. Have you guys said, let's see who throw at the farthest?
No.
Didn't see a guy like that?
No, I haven't. Honestly, I haven't. And we were talking with Shotty, and I think Shotty said something like he's seen somebody, and we're quick to who have you seen can throw like that? And he mentioned Brett Favre. So obviously I haven't seen Brett throw in person, but I'm gonna put Joe up with any of them.
Clarence Hill, DLS Cowboys. You haven't played the preseason since, I think, 2019. Do you anticipate that changing this year?
I mean, I don't think I'm playing in this game. I'm not sure, though. But I can tell you that I'd be ready to if it was this one, the next one, at any point. I think I've mentioned it before. It's not necessarily my call, but especially not having played, right, since last October, I guess, or was something like that. Yeah, I mean, I'm all for playing. Obviously, you got to go out there, got to protect yourself, but yeah, it's football, it's reps. You're never going to see me turn it down, and if they want me to play, I'm more than happy to show them that I can play and get out there and do it.
Well, in the scrimmage against the Rams, I guess practice, that's kind of how you get yourself ready for the season, how you've done that in the past with the scrimmages. Can you assess, we haven't talked to you since that scrimmage, how you guys performed, certainly how things are clicking with CD and Pickens?
Yeah, I mean, things are clicking. Yeah, that was fun. It was fun to just compete against somebody else, obviously. Going against our guys here, a new secondary, a new set of DBs. And we did some good things out there. Still left a pass or two out there that I'd want back. But it felt somewhat like, I guess you can say, a game. I mean, obviously we were doing the different periods, and the special teams breaks were a lot longer than, it would be just coming off for a possession or not. But yeah, we're definitely headed in the right direction. The connection between me and those guys, I don't think is something to even worry about, and it's just going to continue to grow. And I thought it was a good scrimmage. It was one of those ones, I left not feeling great about it. But when you look on film, there was a lot more good than I thought. And it was one of those things, if we actually schemed them, if we actually had a chance to game plan, I would have felt fantastic with the results.
Dak, how through these been? You guys, it looked like you guys had the shells ready to come out halfway through practice, but a couple guys said players made the call to stay in pads today.
Yeah, I mean, Shadi told us today, this morning in the team meeting, we go out there and we be physical, get the pad level right. After the first two periods, we can take them off. And, yeah, when that time came, I wasn't taking mine off. I mean, they were already, melted on me and ready to go. And I think a lot of guys felt that way. And, I mean, credit the guys who made that decision. And it's not a decision for me to make. I'm not necessarily hitting guys. So, I would have said this morning, let's leave them on. But I was very excited watching guys take over, whoever it was, say, no, hell no, leave them on. Offensive guys and defensive guys. I know we're all participating in that movement. So it was good. I mean, hey, we're already in the mix of it. Let's keep them on. You got to play the game with pads. As I said, the worst part about putting on pads is the first 5 minutes. And when they settle on, it's like, this is what we wear anyway. So it was great.
Back to 10 years ago, preseason game against the Rams, and what do you think that meant for you?
Yeah, for me, I mean, it was just, for me, it was just a moment of hard work, preparation, and a lot of things just, paying off. And it was me just trying to take advantage of my opportunity. Right there at that point, Ray Kellen had already been hurt, so I knew how important it was for me to go out there and show that, one, I can be the backup if they need me to be, but I can play, and I can play in this offense, and I can execute down the field. And so it was great to even start in that game, I mean, as the number 2 quarterback, but playing with the ones and having a few possessions there. And, yeah, I remember like yesterday, it was vital. And obviously that was a big part of, them not moving forward and getting a veteran backup that allowed me to just continue out throughout the preseason showing what I could do until, unfortunately, obviously, Tony got hurt. And I think without that first game, you're not even thinking twice when Tony gets hurt to bring a veteran in. But when I showed in the first game 1 and 2 and then even continued in 3, they're all important. And it'll be important for some of these guys, obviously, as we get ready for Saturday, some of these younger guys and some of these guys, maybe in year 2 or year 3 who are looking for bigger roles, these games are huge.
Tom Shore with The Athletic. Sorry to bring up Micah Parsons again, but you had a story with him recently where you talked about sending him a text. You guys are.
That was just profanity.
Yeah. Do you guys talk about any of that stuff out here, or is when you're out here, it's just about football?
Like out on the field, or what do you mean?
Oh, no, I mean like when you guys are like not on the field.
I mean, it's come up. It's no different than that text message. I wouldn't have sent that text message if me and him hadn't had a conversation or two, about it, I guess you can say. But those are personal conversations of somebody who's been through what he's going through. And, yeah, I mean, so that's why, what you read was just me simply saying it was just, a frustration message. And it was more of just like, what's going on? And I want to allude to, the more on the back and forth, which I didn't, and, even the jury, that those are personal conversations. And it was more of just as I believe she stated, like, it was just frustration that this is going on. And I can say it from experience that it's just frustrating. And I hate that he's going through it, but as I've told him, keep handling things the way that you are, and I believe he should be paid.
And then kind of going off of Todd's question there.
Believes he should be paid. Sorry, I don't know why my side camera, I think I'm having some problems with my Wi-Fi. Well, this camera are not hooking up. But he's definitely standing by his teammate, having gone through this and everything else. And I think he hates the idea that this is what we're doing. I think it's ridiculous, and Jerry Jones needs to change the shit. We got to fix this shit. But big loss for the Chargers. And if you're losing Rashawn Slater after literally paying him, I can guarantee you Jerry Jones is going to use that. See, that's why I didn't pay Micah Parsons. If I had paid him already, he'd been in practice and could be hurt. Could be hurt. But that's part of the price of doing business. All right, you good people. As always, I appreciate you.
I'm no punk bitch. I ain't no punk bitch neither. I'm no